kick into our 10-point checklist. As a group and as experts in the topic of pharmacy ownership and the journey, we're all work together to identify what we believe as a panel to be the top 10 points to compile on your checklist, and also summarize some of the content that we've talked about throughout the session. So let's kick off with our checklist. So firstly, we've talked about, a few speakers have spoken about the importance of engaging people that have got pharmacy industry expertise. It is a unique industry, so make sure that you're engaging with, experts that are familiar with the field. It's really important along the journey to understand your obligations. Please, make sure you read through carefully documentation, things that you're signing, and commitments that you're making, that you are clear and understand what their obligations are on your behalf. As far as seeking opportunities, have a clear criteria in your mind of the types of businesses that work best to your strengths as a pharmacist and as a business owner, and that will help you develop your criteria of stores that you're looking at and exploring to potentially be the owner of. Understanding the numbers. The session we went through today really helped identify what the key KPIs are to explore and understand how they've come to be. And having a good understanding of the numbers is a critical part of doing an assessment on businesses. It's also important to know your budget. Make sure that you stick within your budget. You've also got enough funds left over to run the business going forward, the cash flow positions, but also having the ability to use funds to make any changes to the business that are what you want to do to implement upon taking over that store. In summary of the sort of top 5, I think if you've got all those things in place, you're really well poised to be in a strong position to be ready to make offers on businesses, to assess them quickly and to move quickly and really increase your chances of securing those businesses. Be clear on what your pharmacy says to your customers. Are you in a discount model? Are you in a heavy customer service model? Do you want to have more of a focus on managing your health, for example, or a focus on OTC, or more weighted towards the dispensary? So make sure you're clear on what your pharmacy says. After you've settled, that's only a part of the journey. Like Nico had mentioned, being operationally ready for the day after settlement or the day of settlement is really key. Make sure you've got all those things in place. Your supplier accounts are set up, the ranging, your pricing, the stock mix, and so on, that you really want to have all these things in place so you're operationally ready. And then as you start going through the early days, set your first lots of milestones. What are they? What do you want to achieve in the first 30 days, the first 60 days, the first 90 days, and really set yourself up for success by having targets and assessing how you're tracking to those targets. And using some of the experts that you've identified and engaged with, you really use them to track your progress, not tracking your progress at the end of a financial year, but using some of the data on a regular basis and checking in to make sure that your progress is on track. So that's what we believe are the really important 10-point plan for your checklist for a successful pharmacy purchase and the entrance to pharmacy ownership. So that concludes the content of the webinar today. I have a slide that has all the contact details of all of the presenters. Please, jot down the email details. Feel free to make contact with them and ask questions directly, or they might be more specific to your particular scenario. We really do encourage you to reach out. We're happy to help. We love helping and sharing our knowledge and experience with future pharmacy owners. And if you're not a member of the AP Group member website, then please get online and go ahead and register. It's the best way to start the process now, to familiarise yourself with information, reports, and increase your level of knowledge around businesses, how the reporting looks and so on, so you can really get familiar with the details. And then upon registering, you'll actually have full access to all the data and all the information of listed pharmacies that we are selling. We also have a junior partnership program We would welcome you to register your interest through Ian's email address on the bottom of the slide. So if that's of interest, please register there.